All right, guys. When it's story time, I don't wear my hat. Okay? When it's story time, I don't wear my party hat. I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah. Anyway, story time. Now, what's story time about? Well, I tell you, story time today is about an email that I got. I got an email from one of my friends. Okay, he talks to me on a pretty regular basis, and he says hi and talk. We talk about this and talk about that. We've talked in Discord a few times. But anyway, he sent me an email. Yeah, and when he sent me the email, it was a serious email about serious issues in life for people, and I just wanted to. It was so touched my heart so much. I wanted to pass it along to you guys. My friend lives in the UK, and he works at a job where he's like a shopkeeper. There's a little small, like what we would call convenience store in America. But anyway, he works behind the front desk, and he sells stuff to people. He collects the money. He runs the cash register. He kind of keeps an eye to make sure people don't steal things in the aisles. Okay, but basically, he just stands there and collects the money as people bring the items up and pay for them. So anyway, my friend says, he's working there, and one day he's looking in the back, kind of just keeping an eye on what's going on, and he sees a girl back there, and she picks out a few things, and she comes walking up to the front counter, and basically she looks at him, and he looks at her, and when he looks at her, he kind of felt like all tingly all over. You know what I mean? And he thought, wow, man, this girl's really attractive. Anyway, he said that he talked to her, and he made a little bit of small talk about the items that she was buying, and he took the money and he counted back the change, and he flirted with her a little bit. And she kind of giggled and she flirted with him back, and they kind of looked at each other, and both of them didn't have anything else left to say. So she took her little sack, and you know what I mean, and she went ahead and left the store. And he said that he was just compelled to come over to the window and watch her walk away. And as she was walking away, the girl was shaking her head and kind of looking down at the ground. And she even kind of stomped her foot a little bit, okay? And he knew right then, that he should have asked her for a phone number, or he should have asked her name, or should have asked her out. But he just didn't believe in himself. Yep, he was too shy, or he was too nervous, but I mean, honestly and truly, it all comes down to he just didn't believe in himself, and he didn't follow his heart. And it's something that he says that has kind of haunted him every day for the last 3 weeks. And he keeps hoping that she'll come back into the store, but so far she never has. Okay, and that story just touched my heart, because how many of us in life have done the same thing? We see somebody that we like and we think a lot of, but we don't have enough confidence to just reach out there and I'm not saying, hey babe, how about a date? But I'm just saying, just saying, hey, you seem like a real sweet girl. How would you like to meet for a cup of coffee or something? Yeah. And it's just one of those things that honestly and truly, he missed out on maybe what could have turned out to be like the greatest opportunity that ever came across in his life. He could have really hit it out big with this girl. They could have dated, and they could have got married, and they could have had kids and lived happily ever after. And he wasn't even willing to take that one little step and say, how about a cup of coffee? Or, great seeing you in the store. I hope I see you tomorrow. I mean, anything, you know what I mean? Take a chance. What the hell, you know what I mean? And she might not come back because she doesn't have any confidence either. And she thinks that he's real handsome, but she thinks she's not good enough for him. And the whole time he's thinking she's real pretty, but he's not good enough for her. And I just wanted to pass that story along to you guys and to tell each and every one of you. Don't ever be afraid to take a shot. Don't ever be afraid to take a chance. Now, I'm not saying, "Hey, babe, how about a date?" Or you wanna have sex tomorrow? I mean, no, that's stupid shit. But I'm talking about don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid to just kind of reach out with kindness and hope that somebody returns that kindness with kindness. I mean, maybe they would have never dated, but they might have turned out to be best of friends. And they might have, you know what I mean, gotten together from time to time just to talk about life and life's experiences and always had a friend that you liked and you could trust. But all I'm really saying is I hope all you guys can relate to in life we miss opportunities because we don't have enough confidence or we don't feel good enough about ourselves to reach out there and do something that could really change our life and make our life great, and kind of fulfill our inner self. You know what I mean? Because I promise you, there's a whole bunch of somebodies out there for everybody. Don't think, oh, that's the only person that could ever make me happy. That's not true. There's lots and lots of people out there that would be just right for each and every one of you. You know what I mean? And I hope that you guys will think about this poor young guy over there working as a shopkeeper in the UK. He just made a terrible mistake, and now he regrets it every day. Every day he thinks about that and kicks himself in the butt, saying, "Gee, I wish I'd have done this," or "Gee, I wish I'd have done that." And like for girls, it's tough on girls because a lot of girls, just like guys are scared to ask, well, girls are scared to ask too. And it's more in society. It's more of a thing that's put on the men, to make that first step than the women. And so if you're a girl out there, don't be afraid to step out of what society paints you into a little corner, and take a chance. Because what's the worst that can ever happen? Nothing. That's the worst that can ever happen. Nothing. And I hope you guys can relate to that. And I hope that you'll think about it in the next few days. And I hope that a situation comes along where something good happens to you because you said, "What the hell? What do I got to lose?" It could be a million different things. It could be a job opportunity. It's not just a girl. That just happened to be this one situation, okay? But, it could be all kinds of different things in life. But believe in yourself, love yourself, care about yourself, okay? And care so much about yourself that you take pride in who and what you are, and that you're willing to take a chance in life. And that's my story time for today.